Now, Paul's good friend Dan Nicolosi would like to say some words. And we have anything colored theme I got for Paul, the Lithuanian flag colors. We're both Lithuanians, we have to stick together. And help yourself to the food up here after the speech.
I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight for this tribute, and special thanks to Dan Lannon. And where's Mike? Mike Demers.
Oh, right here.
There's Mike.
No, I'm just making sure I'm here.
All-time friend of Paul's, and he blew up this picture and helped out Dan and all you other guys. We appreciate it very much. He'd be very humble, as well as respectful and swallow pride if he's seen all you guys here tonight. I know him. I've probably known Paul longer than anybody here tonight. We both grew up in Andover and went to school together, starting in kindergarten. We went to kindergarten together. We immediately hit it off, became good friends, and retained that way all through life. In the summers, we both grew up on Big Island Pond. Both our parents had houses up there. We spent many days doing what Paul loved: fishing, boating, water skiing, camping out, and some partying. Paul liked to party a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Paul was more than a friend to me. He was my brother. He called me brother ever since I can remember, and also introduced me to everyone as his brother, especially to all you cops for obvious reasons. To Paul, the word friend meant more than just an acquaintance. Outside of being a father, his greatest attribute was his loyalty, dependability, and sincerity to all his friends, especially his fellow members of the force. Whenever a friend had a problem, they would call Paul. Whatever it may be, he would not only offer assistance, but he would jump right on it and follow through until everything was settled. He could always be counted on. He was what you call a good guy. As most of you know, Paul loved dogs. He had an unrivaled knowledge of dogs and was an expert at breeding and training. In about 1987, Paul came up with the idea of introducing a K-9 unit for NAPD. He got the approval to do so from the force in the town. However, they told him there weren't any funds available for this, which left him on his own to carry out his wish of creating a K-9 unit. Paul first went to see my father and asked him for help, as my dad was a local businessman with a lot of contacts. They came up with a brilliant idea to raise the funds needed to make Paul's wish come true. What they did was place a price on every piece of equipment that was needed for the unit, such as the car, lights, a cage for the vehicle, and all other items. They then called various businessmen and asked them to make the donation, pick from the list. And it made them feel good. They could pick from the list, and that way they could say they bought this for the department and they contributed it. They were partly responsible for creating the NAPD K-9 unit. As a result of Paul's hard work and determination, the town of North Andover and the North Andover Police Department had the first K-9 unit in the Merrimac Valley. Eventually, all surrounding towns followed Paul's idea and implemented their own K-9 unit, with the dogs being provided and sold to and trained by Paul. Other than being a father, he considered this his greatest accomplishment in life, and was extremely proud of his K-9 success and establishing the North Andover K-9 unit. Even though this was a business for Paul, he always put his dogs first and made sure they would be protected and treated like members of the family by all subsequent K-9 officers and owners. The town of North Andover, as well as other local towns, could thank Paul for putting their K-9 unit into operation. I would continue talking about Paul and telling some stories. However, I believe he'd be uncomfortable at this point and say that's enough about me. We'd be more than grateful to all of you for coming tonight. So I say to you, Paul, until we meet again on the other side, rest in peace, my brother. I love you, and you'll never be forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.